guys, Coach Hunter here. Kenzie helped me out. Today I want to work on a bit on the basics of butterfly guard. We've been talking about kind of closed guard. I want to hit a bit of stuff about butterfly. It's one of my favorite positions. There's a lot to do with it. I'm just going to cover some of the very basics and we'll get a bit more in next week. Okay, so I think butterfly guard is a lot of fun. It's very useful. Like any kind of guard, we're going to touch on, like some of the basics, but remember in MMA, guard is not a great position. In submission grappling, it can be, especially if you have a guard-based game. If you're good at guard, you're comfortable with that position, you can win there. However, and you can win in MMA in guard, but it's very difficult. You're going to get hit a lot, potentially, okay? It's something that becomes a lot less advantageous position. They say it's an even position or 50-50. I would give it much more of an advantage to the top person, okay? So especially if you understand grappling and know the pitfalls and how to prevent submissions from happening. So that said, let's talk about butterfly guard. So butterfly guard involves using my legs as hooks. Okay, so I'm curling my toes toward my knee, so I have this hook, this hook shape. Okay, these are my butterfly hooks, we call them. Okay, so Mackenzie, if she's standing, I can have my butterfly hooks engaged. Now typically I'm not going to go double butterfly guard with a standing opponent. Okay, I'm always going to have either one hook and a post of some kind. Okay, and there's all sorts of other positional options with hooks. There's like a De La Riva hook, okay, or a reverse De La Riva.
We're not calling it De La Riva now.
But we're not worrying about that.
I know.
Okay. Come back on your knees.
I'm just saying, we're not calling it that anymore.
What?
We'll call it the Claudia Hiva.
Claudia Hiva?
Yeah, you remember the De La Riva's a rapist.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Claudia Hiva.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm just making it up.
Wait, is De La Riva a rapist? Like,
yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, like his black belt student came out and accused him.
Oh fuck.
I know.
Okay.
So
Well,
we got to come up with a new name for it.
yeah, very good. Hey, comment on the name. What it should be called. Anyway, so
we should call it. I think the lady's name is
So-
Claudia, so we'll call it the Claudia Hiva.
yeah, or Claudia hooks. I don't know.
Yeah.
Figure that out. So guys, my shoulders are forward of my hips. Now my brain's totally off topic. Wow.
Sorry, my bad.
I know.
I was like, don't say
My
it.
producer is really disruptive to filming. So my shoulders are forward beyond my hips. If my shoulders are even or past my hips here, backwards, I'm using my abs to hold me up. It's tiring. And it's also weak. So if Mackenzie, if I'm leaning back, she pushes my shoulders, like shoves me. I'm gonna fall down. Okay? Whereas if I'm forward, she shoves me. I'm fine. My body is in a strong position. My elbows are inside of my my knees here. Okay? So my elbows are in, not flared in general. There are times to do both, but I really want my elbows in all the time. Okay, whenever I can. So my feet are in hooks. Usually anymore, I play with my feet on the hips. Because with big people, if they drive forward heavy and squish me, this sucks. Now my hooks are hard to use, okay, not impossible, but hard. And this is one of those times where my weight being on me is good for sweeps, but only when I want it. Now my heels are crushed inward and their weight's on top of me, it's gonna be harder to sweep. I want that to happen in a very controlled way, okay, when my weight comes forward. So I want to be conservative. So when my feet are on the hips and she tries to drive forward into me, I can just kind of keep her at bay. It's trivial. Okay? And I only go to the hook, drive forward, when I'm ready. Okay?
Unexpected.
Yes. So we're going to start with a solo drill. Back up for a second. So guys, we're in our position. Shoulders forward, hips are back, my elbows are in. I'm going to roll to my shoulder, straight sideways. I'm not falling backward. Okay? I'm going to roll sideways. My toes on that same side are going to engage to the mat. So watch what I'm doing. Rolling my side. Shoulder touches, my toes engage. My leg is here, my knee is off the mat, my other leg kicks up as high as I can into the air. And come back. To the other side. Kicking up. Side to side. Do 2 minutes of this. Or 1 minute. Sets, break it up, however you want. Get really comfortable. On the side. I'm not using my arms at all, okay? So, it's a nice solo drill that will help build up these techniques. The next drill we're gonna add to this, and I'll show why it matters or how this applies to a partner, is coming to my shoulder, kicking up. My leg that's in the air now is gonna kick through underneath me without touching the mat. Whether elbow comes down, I kick through. So, Right here. I roll sideways. Leg kicks up. This leg that's up in the air is going to kick through underneath me. My arm that's in the air is going to find the mat, elbow down, kick through. Okay? Kind of like I'm breakdancing. Oh, going backward. Roll sideways. Kicking up in the air. Elbow down, kick through. Okay? How do we use this, Kenzie? So, I have my butterfly hooks. Once again, I can start here, my feet on her hips. My feet come into butterfly hooks when I'm ready, but for this drill, we can start here. Okay? Continue forward. Okay, I can get over-under style grip. I can get double underhooks. Okay? It doesn't really matter, or she can have an underhook. I can have control of her head or the collar tie. Okay? It doesn't matter too much. There's a lot of options here, a lot of variety. Okay? And I'm going to roll sideways to my shoulder and kick through the air. My leg tails engage to the mat, and I sit through to my judo position. If I didn't have an underhook on this side, I'm gonna make sure I get right away control over hip and get back. Or I can just be satisfied with head and arm position. Okay? We'll talk about that at some point. So, variety of arm positions. If I have double underhooks, my arms aren't down. This is where I'm not going to flare. Like, she can't attack my arms here, not like directly. Okay? Arm being flared means her elbows are flared. Her arms aren't very useful to her right now. Okay? I can have a grip or not. Sometimes I like to go with what we call a pinch grip here, nice and tight across her shoulder and neck. Especially if I only have her head, we don't have double underhooks. Okay? Go here, or we can go pinch grip here. Okay? Or sometimes we call that like an elbow clinch. Okay, we'll talk about that. Either way, the classic though is over-under. I have an underhook on one side, overhook on the other. I'm going to sweep her toward the arm I have an overhook on, where she has an underhook. Okay, I roll sideways, kicking her up and over with my hips and sitting through. Okay, we sit through to avoid her guard. Okay, really important. Now, something that happens with people sometimes, they end up wanting to land and mount, which is fine. Understand the danger. And one thing I'll also do, guys, she will not likely give up her underhook. That's what she wants. So I can let go of her arm for a second, put my hand on the mat, and scoot my butt away slightly to the side. So without her there, just sit there for a second. I'm here, over under. My underhook is here. My hand goes on the mat. Scoot my butt slightly sideways toward my underhook. This is gonna make my kicking my butterfly hook side stronger. So I'm here, scoot. I roll sideways. When I kick over, I end up landing in mount. So the problem is that, yeah, she went to it right away, okay? Gripping my ankle. It's really important. Now there are opportunities here we can use. We can go to truck, we can attack the legs. However, this is bad. That's why one of the reasons, or at least the start of something good for her potentially, okay? It's one of the reasons I don't tend to try to go to right to mount. So even if I do land here, I can always bring my knee up and cut across, hit like a knee slice type movement, and finish once again in our side mount. Or, she has my ankle here. Like I said before, we can work on lots of different things. Or knee cross, back stepping to attack the legs, and other options, okay? Thank you. So, how do we practice this without a partner? Like anything, it's never ideal. Like most grappling things, it's not ideal. However, we can work on keeping our butterfly hooks, okay? Positioning from post, hook, post, okay, all the way back. You normally want to be setting up, but I just take a instant seat, foot in post, okay? We can work on engaging one leg to the mat, rolling sideways, without busting my ankle, kicking up through here. This thing is steel. Okay? Rolling sideways, toes engaged to the mat, kicking up. Okay? So, with like a wooden chair, it'd be a little bit easier, a little safer. Okay? This guy's a little bit for powerlifting, not for grappling. Okay? So, but of course, those drills are very easily done with just on the open. Okay? So, guys, hope that works for you. Please let me know if you are struggling with anything. Otherwise, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you on the mats.